Hello, welcome to Fibro Warrior, my new normal. I'm MJ Aragon, and I'm here with my producers, Jojo Merritt.
Hey.
And Tony Jeffries. Today we will be discussing migraines, where mine began, and the benefits of coconut oil. And today is Jojo's birthday. Woo! Happy birthday!
Thank you.
How old
Send
are you
good
now?
thoughts.
How old are you now? Go
30,
ahead.
37.
He's like, oh, I don't want to
37.
say it. 37, really?
37, yeah.
So you look so young, see?
Yeah.
It's okay to talk about your age when you still look young.
Yeah, that's true. It's just
like,
weird.
Who cares? It's just a number.
Yeah, it's just weird, though.
Yeah.
37.
I know, it does seem weird, right? Wait till you hit 40. And I thought it was going to be a big deal. I thought turning 40 would be something that would make me feel differently, like, oh, I'm old now. But honestly, it wasn't a big deal.
That's how it is for me every year now, but it just gets weird when you get older.
Right. So, migraines are no joke, and we get a lot of us who have fibro get migraines quite often. There's a huge number of us that get them really, really bad. And so what I was thinking is, so what do you do to try and overcome or lessen the pain? And so these are the things I've discovered as I've suffered from migraines for 3/4 of my life. So these are things that I do and I try. For example, an ice pack on the base of my head or my neck. Putting this here and laying back and relaxing sometimes eases the pain. Resting in a dark, quiet room is good. Certain scents can trigger a migraine as well, so take care to remove anything like air freshener plug-ins or anything of that nature that may be causing you to have migraines. So sometimes a perfume or some scent that you use in your laundry might be triggering it and you just didn't realize it, things like that. Drink a calming tea that you've allowed to cool down to room temperature or have cooled slightly with ice. Don't ingest anything too hot or too cold. Both could trigger or intensify your pain. But do try to eat something light, so no heavy pasta dishes, for example. Make sure that you have a good head and neck support. I have a neck pillow that I absolutely love and I use all the time. Make sure that you are dressed lightly and comfortably. You don't want to feel restricted. That will also irritate you and increase the migraine. And that make sure that your room is the temp is cool, not cold, but cool and comfortable. Anything distracting will keep you on edge. The sound of a fan is good. It will keep the air cool and circulated, as well provide you with some white noise to block out any possible outside disturbances. So sometimes it's not as quiet as we'd like it to be because there's other people in the house or outside noise. So having a fan on sometimes takes that away and it's soothing. And finally, if you have not already done so, get yourself tested for allergies, both food and environmental. It's quite possible that you may be reacting to something that you're allergic to, and this will not hurt you, it's just a suggestion, but just in case it is allergy related, take a Benadryl. I take the liquid gels, they work best and they work quickly, and see if it brings any relief. At very least, it'll help you relax or rest, and even if there's no reason for you to take it, if you didn't have allergy, it will calm you down. It will help you go to sleep, because when we have migraines, we don't feel like doing anything, and what we really want to do is rest and sleep. So that will at least benefit you in that way if it is in fact not a allergy. Let's see, where was I know there are a myriad of migraine meds you could take. None of them really work for me that are over the counter or prescribed. But if I do catch it early enough, ibuprofen, I have to use 800 milligrams, will stop it before it gets bad, but only if I've caught it as soon as I feel it coming on. I do not like taking meds, as I'm sure you found out about me, so I usually try everything else natural, like I've outlined above. Hope this has been helpful. When I first started noticing I had migraines, it's when I worked in the casino, which is not really surprising because it can be very loud in there. And people yelling and smoking, and I'm sure that had a big lot to do with it. So the environment that you're in could also have a lot to do with you getting migraines. In the casino, it's very noisy, people yelling, machines, all of that. And so when I first started in the casino, I used to do this game called French Bingo. I know no one's heard of it. It was like very exclusive to that casino. And I used to make a joke. Come to Fantasy Island where nothing is free and the seats are full of pee. Seriously, all the seats at the table, this little old lady, she was so sweet, but she would pee in all of the chairs. And it was so bad.
She played a lot, and
She
would
played a
just
lot.
have accidents in
She
the
had
chairs.
accidents. She was quite old, but she loved playing. And instead of, I guess she didn't wear Depends, or if she did, she peed a lot. I don't know, but every time she got up to leave, you'd see that she had peed. And it's not something you want to say, hey, you know, no one wanted to embarrass her. So I wouldn't sit in those seats because they were material. So
Right.
it just soaked into the seats.
She was a celebrated
Yeah.
customer, so people liked her. She was sweet.
Right.
She came and played a lot.
I
stayed
mean,
long
she
times.
wasn't celebrated. Not she was one of those people like she can be in a good mood and happy, but if she's in a bad mood, like she can be really annoying.
Oh, really?
But her and I got along. I loved her, but you know, knowing that she's peed in all the chairs, I would like stand up and do, because we had to put together the bingo papers because our people came to play our game in between bingo sessions. So we had to put together the packets for bingo, and I would never sit on those chairs just for that purpose because I knew she peed on all of them.
Did they clean them pretty good?
No,
Oh.
they didn't. I mean, you could see the stains on the seats. Eventually, they changed. Eventually, they changed the seats and stuff.
Right.
But for it was quite a while that they
Did
were like
people
that.
win when they? Wait, she did it in every chair, so it doesn't matter what chair somebody sat in.
No, it didn't. Well, the chairs get moved around when maintenance or whatever the cleaning people come in and move things around. The chairs would get switched around. So even though she did like sitting on one side more than the other, she did eventually pee on all of the chairs.
Wow.
But like I said, it's hard to tell someone, hey, you peed on the chair. You know what I mean?
Did
You
she
just don't say it.
win usually? Was there some kind of a
It does. People just like to play. It doesn't matter if they're winning or not. It's just something for them to do. And I imagine being old and not really having anything else to do.
Yeah,
like,
that
you
was her
come
thing
there,
to do.
you come there, yeah. And so she would come there. And my boss used to tease me that the game was kind of similar, like in a way to like craps, the way the chips are set up, or roulette, the way the chips are set up. And there's 1 through 8, and then 9 through 15 on the other side. And it was bingo balls that we rolled in this thing, and then you had to get the B row and the O row, like B6 and O66, for example, had to match, and that's how you'd win. And so I had to roll this thing like this, and my boss used to laugh because as I'm rolling the cage, he goes, "It looks like you're saying, 'Come to Fantasy Island.'" You know?
Right,
'Cause
right.
I had to roll. So,
right? That's the
but-
thing you used to say, right?
yeah, but we used to have so much fun. That's why I made the joke about, you know, where nothing is free and the seats are. Yeah, but we had a lot of fun because we had a lot of downtime. So people would play for a little bit in the beginning, then they go play bingo, and then they come for break, and then everybody would come in after. Now, once they came in after, at the end of the night, we would work for hours because we couldn't go home until they went home. So I could be there 12, 14 hours sometimes. That's the only thing that was not good about it.
Right.
But it was fun. I love the people I work with. We had a good time. We were pretty tight knit. And then I wanted to read. So coconut oil. I talk about this a lot because I use it inside. I use it outside. My hair, head to toe. I use it for everything, and it has a lot of benefits. So I wanted to share some of those in case you guys had not checked it out as of yet. Please don't give me a hard time. I had already loaded it and it's still loading. Come on.
I was wondering if there was any kind of correlation to her winning and peeing. Like, what if it was like every time she won, is when she
No.
peed?
I had it saved, but it doesn't want to. Right on the bottom, right there. Thank you, Thank you, Tony.
I love that shirt, man.
I didn't check it out. What is it?
It's Bob Ross.
Oh, okay. Bob Ross.
Yeah, I love Bob Ross. I think it was great.
Is that the
Painter?
guy, the painter? Yeah.
With the afro.
This little bush right
Yep.
here.
Yep.
I loved watching that.
Yeah,
Yep.
that show was great.
Yep, that was
It was
good.
entertaining, and he was good.
He was good and so quick.
Mm-hmm.
Put those paintings together so quick. It was amazing.
It's
Well, I'll talk about this real quick because
All right.
so I'm wearing this little pin here, this little snowflake pin, and the reason for the snowflake, can't even talk. The snowflake is just why the snowflake. It says this little card that comes with the pin. Just a blanket of snow contains a stunning diversity of individual snowflakes. Those with Parkinson's disease manifest symptoms in a myriad of ways. Our goal: we aim to sell one pin for every person touched by Parkinson's disease. Visit us on Facebook at Parkinson's Snowflake Project. Your contribution. Your snowflake expresses moral support for those with Parkinson's disease, and your donation helps fund Parkinson's patient care efforts. Thank you for uniting with us to make the snowflake a symbol of Parkinson's disease awareness, serving to increase Parkinson's disease awareness through the gift of snowflakes. So I got this little card from my friend, and I will list the link down below when we post this and on Facebook, so that you may go there and check it out and maybe donate, possibly, if you can. I'm sure that they would greatly appreciate it. So as you guys know, I like to talk about everything. It's not, although this is fibromyalgia, there are other things that I do share because they're important as well. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that. I don't know anyone personally with Parkinson's. Do you know anyone?
Nope.
No. So I can't imagine. It's I've seen some amazing things. You know, we talked about this a little bit, I think, once. Maybe we were talking about who were we talking about?
There's someone I feel close to with Parkinson's. Michael J. Fox.
Yes, Michael J. Fox. No, I was.
We weren't talking about Michael J.
No,
Fox?
no, but that's a perfect example. No, we were talking about another actor, and he was talking about how kids. Morgan Freeman was talking about how.
Okay. That's what I was going to say.
How, yeah, marijuana should be legalized across the board because kids with these diseases, I can't remember which one he specified, but how it just takes it away. And this is one example I've seen on Facebook. I'm not 100% sure it's true. I haven't looked into it deep enough, but they showed that he took some CBD oil, I believe, and you could see him. He was shaking and moving and couldn't control his movement, and you slowly saw him calm down within minutes.
Yep.
It was pretty freaking amazing. It really was.
It's crazy.
So,
I've seen one of those videos too. It's like, how could you not be open-minded to that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, these are kids, and they have all these, so many, what are they called? The spasms where you, seizures.
Seizures, yeah.
A day, and it's like, then they take this and they're fine. Like, you have to just be a different type of person and not see a child be able to be a kid and not be like, okay, there's got to be something going on.
Because they're afraid to do anything or go anywhere because they never know if they're going to have an episode.
Yeah.
I had a friend in high school who had epilepsy, and I remember her having a seizure in class, and everybody was so freaked out. And then after that happened, people acted differently towards her, and I'm like, you know what? She's still the same person. She can't help it that she had, but people don't understand that. People don't look past the outside. They see that and they're like, oh, I don't, it's unusual and strange, so they don't want to have anything to do with it. I, of course, wanted to be friends with her even more so because I saw how isolated she was after that incident.
Yeah,
so,
it's good. People are gonna have no choice in a while. It's gonna be doing bigger and better things.
Yeah. So this CBD oil, hopefully, it'll become fully legalized. Right now, there's such a shaded area. It's legal, but it's not legal, and this you can do this, but you can't do that. And there's so many. I was reading a bunch of articles on it. It's quite insane. It's actually nerve-wracking to read it because it's so ridiculous. I'm like, just let it be. Let people sell this. Let people buy this. Let it be legal. There's no reason why it shouldn't be.
Big pharma,
not
man.
Coming up. Really, not at all. Oh man. Oh, that sucks. Okay, so I use coconut oil. I'll just talk about a little bit what I do know. I use coconut oil all the time. So what I love about it is even I take a teaspoon a day, just literally eat out of the jar or cook with it. Don't do anything excess. Of course, anything you do in excess is going to be bad for you. You never want to overdo anything. But just a little bit of this, a teaspoon a day, or cooking with it or whatever, it's very healthy for you. Okay. When I use it on my hair, I don't have to use any of these other ridiculous relieving conditioners or anything. I just literally put this in my hair, and I don't have split ends ever. My hair is always really soft and shiny. You get work? No? Yeah. Yay! So, here it is.
Way to go, dude.
Thank you. All right. So, here he goes. The article is on, what is this? Wellbeing Secrets. Wellbeingsecrets.com. This is 28 science-verified health benefits of coconut oil. And let's see. Although coconut oil was not particularly common in many Western countries for many years, its profound health benefits are slowly beginning to take the world by storm. Being a staple food in almost 1/3 of the world, it's amazing that Western countries are only beginning to understand coconut and all their potential. To begin with, coconuts are considered drupes. They have 3 layers: the exocarp, the endocarp, and the mesocarp, which are the thick cream-colored insides. Since the Earth's inhabitants, coconuts have been utilized for their fiber, fuel, folk remedies, and even as musical instruments for some Asian and Pacific Island natives. Amazingly, coconuts are probably one of the most versatile foods because they have evolved into numerous forms and functions. One such form that coconuts exhibit is coconut water. Coconut water is an extracted liquid from young green coconuts and has a distinct sweet, nutty taste to it. Fortunately, this beverage is extremely low in calories, incredibly hydrating, and has an abundance of potassium in just one drink. More potassium than that of 4 bananas. 4 bananas, wow. The combination of low calories, low sugar, and low sodium compared to commercial sports drinks makes it a first choice for many athletes who sweat by the drink because of its incredible hydrating potential. My mouth is dry, excuse me. Additionally, although sometimes confused with coconut water, coconut milk is an entirely separate creation. To make coconut milk, the fleshy white portion of a coconut is grated and soaked in searing water until the cream rises and can be skimmed off the top. The liquid that remains is squeezed through a cheesecloth to separate the milk from the coconut residue. By repeating this process over and over, the liquid becomes thinner until it has a milky consistency. Because the milk comes straight from the meat of coconut, this beverage contains all the health benefits generated from eating the pure coconut, such as its significant amount of medium-chain saturated fatty acids, resulting in a boosted metabolism. However, besides using coconut solely for health benefits, many countries around the world utilize various other elements of coconuts as well. In fact, many countries do not let any part of the coconut go to waste, thereby utilizing the meat, the husk, water, leaves, trunk, and even the roots. Many cultures even consider the coconut tree to be the tree of life. A natural fibrous substance called coir can be extracted from the outer husk to be used for floor mats, brushes, ropes, strings because of its durable nature. Additionally, the actual husk and shell is routinely used as pots to create bowls and even fuels. Finally, use and consumption of coconut oil is essentially one of the most debated health topics out there because nutritionists and dietitians are all starting to understand its nutritional potential. Coconut is uniquely made from dried meat of the coconut called copra. Usually the copra is mechanically pressed to extract the oil from the meat to produce what we consider to be coconut oil. This oil has been proven to provide a multitude of health benefits such as reducing inflammation, protecting hair damage, and supporting almost all processes of the body. Coconut oil is over 80% saturated fat, which mainly consists of medium-chain fatty acids rather than the long-chain fatty acids that most people consume regularly. Whereas long-chain fatty acids must be broken down before the body can absorb them, the short and medium-chain fatty acids abundant in coconut oil are easy for the body to digest and are consequently sent straight to the liver in order to produce energy. The most critical fatty acid, which constitutes approximately 45 to 55% of the natural fats in coconut oil, is lauric acid. Lauric acid is naturally found in breast milk and is converted to a substance called monolaurin, which aids in increasing the body's immunity and helping to fight viruses and diseases. Additionally, coconut oil is notable for its abundance in vitamin E, which makes this oil especially beneficial for your hair and skin. It acts as a moisturizer and maintains the functionality of your organic system, as most vitamins do. Use it in my hair and skin seriously every single day. It's the best stuff. In general, there are two main categories of coconut oil. Oil that is mass-produced and is therefore in need of extra refinement, and oil that starts with fresh coconut and is substantially less refined. Many people misinterpret the term virgin coconut oil to be oil that is not refined at all. However, all coconut oil is refined considering oil does not actually grow on trees. Therefore, virgin coconut oil actually refers to oil that is the least refined. That being said, most nutritionists will understandably only recommend virgin coconut oil so as to avoid the adverse effects that refining may have on the final oil product. Hydrogenated coconut oil is a type of refined oil that has been unanimously proclaimed as the oil you want to avoid due to containing fatty acids that are hydrogenated. Because of this, it creates trans fat, which are notorious for their detrimental effect on an individual's health. One study examined how non-hydrogenated coconut oil supplements were beneficial to the lipid profiles of various women in the Philippines. The results depicted in that oil actually lowered total cholesterol, lipoproteins, and phospholipids level in women, many caused by the medium-chain fatty acids in coconut oil. Coconut oil can help brain disorders. One of the most beneficial properties of coconut oil is a large quantity of medium-chain fatty acids, MCFA, that it contains, as opposed to the long-chain fatty acids that many other foods contain. The reasoning behind the benefits of this type of acid is that medium-chain fatty acids are not only absorbed easily by the liver, but they are also metabolized quickly. This means they can further be converted into ketones. Ketones are utilized by the brain as an important energy source and have been shown to have possible therapeutic effects on people suffering from memory loss, such as in the case of Alzheimer's disease. Additionally, unique phenolic compounds and hormones found in coconut oil may be able to prevent the aggregation of amyloid beta peptides, which are part of a leading theory concerning the cause of Alzheimer's. In addition to helping fight against brain and memory disorders, consumption of medium-chain fatty acids such as those in coconut oil have been proven to result in increased energy expenditures compared to long-chain fatty acids. In other words, the body can easily convert this fat into energy for the body to utilize. Such a method is critical for people trying to lose weight because it essentially is helping increase your metabolism. In fact, a study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition examined the effects of overweight participants consuming MCFA oils compared to long-chain fatty acids. The study discovered that subjects ingesting MCFA oils had a lower body weight and more fat loss at the end of the research. According to Irene Loy and colleagues, 2013, coconut oil is a highly insulin-tropic substance, meaning it greatly stimulates the pancreas to secrete insulin. The purpose of insulin is to control the body sugar levels throughout your body and additionally pumping nutrients into your muscles. Therefore, an increased secretion of this hormone is especially pertinent for both bodybuilders and regular citizens trying to increase their muscle mass. Maintaining steady hormones like insulin is sure to produce beneficial health benefits. The most abundant fatty acid, comprising nearly 50% of the coconut's fat content in coconut oil, is called lauric acid. This acid is especially effective in eliminating a large variety of bacteria by disintegrating their lipid membrane and destroying the organism. Specifically, coconut oil and its potent lauric acid can help destroy the bacteria leading to stomach ulcers, dental cavities, and food poisoning. The dental cavities, you can actually swish this around your mouth. There's a word that they use for it. It's not coming to me right now. But take a teaspoon and just swish it around in your mouth for a few minutes, and that's supposed to help keep cavities away, and even heal your gums. Lauric acid is naturally found in breast milk, which is understandable because newborns need to be highly protected from dangerous infections and pathogens. It is unanimously accepted that obesity is a growing problem in the Western world because of all the health concerns associated with it. However, what is lesser known is that certain types of obesity are actually more dangerous than others, abdominal obesity being an especially harmful type. In fact, abdominal obesity compared to overall obesity is a more important factor when determining the risk and likelihood of coronary heart events. Fortunately, researchers have investigated the effects of coconut oil specifically on women with abdominal obesity. Randomized control trials presented that treatment groups receiving daily supplements of coconut oil exhibited a significant decrease in waist circumference, while groups receiving soybean oil or placebo did not show such correlation. An amazing feat that coconut oil also performs is that it has been shown to increase satiety, meaning that they're full, meaning that it allows you to feel fuller for longer, they're more likely decreasing your daily caloric intake. So because it makes you feel full, just kind of like fiber. You eat enough, you ingest enough fiber, it fills you up and you're not hungry right away. In animal studies, researchers have found that diets with long-chain fatty acids are associated with greater food intake, while similar diets with medium-chain fatty acids correlate with lower food intake. Such a result has been attributed to several hormones that are linked to both the satiating effects and MCFA. Therefore, when MCFAs are consumed, a hormone would be released that makes us feel full. However, no such hormone has been specifically linked just yet. Nevertheless, it is still apparent that there is some mechanism, although yet to be identified, that associates the ingestion of MCFAs with a satisfying and full feeling. According to numerous clinical studies and epidemiological data, I'm probably saying this wrong, increased levels of plasma cholesterol due to high low density lipoprotein LDL are correlated to coronary heart disease. By contrast, high density lipoproteins have been proven to have an inverse relationship with heart disease. In controlled study, virgin coconut oil has compared to copra oil. and its ability to affect lipid parameters. Investigators discovered that the concentration of cholesterol in serum, liver, and heart of the VCO-treated group was significantly lower than the CO-treated group. Furthermore, HDL cholesterol was significantly increased with VCO-fed animals, whereas similar results were not seen in any of the other treatment groups. This led researchers to believe that there is a positive correlation between coconut oil and HDL cholesterol, thereby allowing coconut oil to help prevent coronary heart events. It increases metabolism. It is definitely apparent that not all fatty acids are made the same, but the extent of their difference actually has some serious effects on the way our body metabolizes them. Instead of lingering in our organs like long-chain fatty acids, once they are eaten, medium-chain fatty acids are sent directly from our digestive tract to the liver, where they are either immediately utilized for energy or transformed into ketone bodies. That being said, researchers extensively explored the MCFA's effects on metabolism. One such study went about investigating this concept by overfeeding rats with either LCFAs or MCFAs for 6 weeks each. The results determined that the rats fed with MCFAs gained 20% less weight and 23% less body fat. It appears that MCFAs speed up an individual's metabolism in order to burn more fat and or calories. It protects hair against damage. Oddly enough, coconut oil has been found to have beneficial impacts not only on your internal body but on your external body as well. The Journal of Cosmetic Science published a study examining the effects of various oils on protecting hair damage. The study discovered that coconut oil was able to prevent combing damage to all different hair types. When compared to various other oils such as sunflower oil, mineral oil, coconut oil had a substantially greater impact on reducing protein loss in hair. The reason behind this certain preventative properties lies in the oil's structure. Being a linear triglyceride, coconut oil has a strong affinity for hair proteins and is able to penetrate into the hair shaft because of its small size. Therefore, coconut oil's perfect combination of linear arrangement, low weight, and small size, and high protein affinity makes it an efficient hair protectant. Anti-dandruff. It may be surprising to find out that coconut oil is actually widely used as a natural anti-dandruff hair remedy. This specific oil has been proven to improve skin conditions like xerosis, which is characterized by rough, itchy, and dry skin, much like what a dry scalp may be characterized for someone suffering from dandruff. That being said, coconut oil has a unique ability to improve skin hydration, increase lipid levels on the surface of the skin. In doing so, this oil is able to basically moisturize your head in order to eliminate the scratchy, dry scalp that causes dandruff. Moisturize the skin. As mentioned above, coconut oil is highly useful as a topical moisturizer due to its hydrating abilities. Because of this characteristic, one study decided to investigate the use of coconut oil as a moisturizer treatment for patients with atopic dermatitis, a condition marked by extremely dry skin and is highly prone to Staphylococcus aureus colonies. Sorry, I'm sure I'm saying that wrong as well. What research found was that the 2080 patients with SA treatment using virgin coconut oil resulted in only one person remaining positive for SA colonies following the treatment. Therefore, in addition to fighting the dryness of skin, coconut oil can also be used in aid in treating skin infection like atopic dermatitis. It acts as a sunscreen. I've mentioned this before too. Recently, researchers have begun to discover that many plants and oils contain natural substances that are able to act as natural sunscreens. One such plant is coconut and the oil that is created from it. A study published by the Pharmacology or Pharmacognosy Review determined that coconut oil along with peanut, cottonseed, and olive oil block out about 20% of ultraviolet rays from the sun. To expand on this idea even further, one study actually calculated SPF values of a variety of different oils using spectrophotometry. The researchers concluded that coconut oil and had the second highest SPF value, and out of all the 16 oils tested, ranking right below olive oil. I'm getting tongue twisted, I apologize. Because of how powerfully dangerous the sun's UV rays can be, it is imperative that people protect their skin in order to avoid skin cancer, diseases, and early wrinkles. I've had skin cancer. I'm telling you guys, protect your skin. It's very serious. I knew better, but I didn't know better, and now, when I first started tanning, I'm just going to say this short. When I first started tanning, they were like, oh, go to the tanning booth. It's better than being out in the sun. No. Yeah, I found that out too late, and now I've had skin cancer, so I can't sit out in the sun. I can't be tan anymore. So protect your skin. It's really important. I know being tan and beautiful it's exciting, and you think you look great, but you're gonna regret it later if you're not careful. So please use your sunscreen. Use coconut oil or whatever you use, but use something. As used in many traditional countries, oil pulling, that's what it's called, oil pulling, has been used extensively as a method to prevent tooth decay, bleeding gums, and generally for strengthening teeth, gums, and the jaw. Studies which tested various types of oil pulling have concluded that the practice is an effective preventative procedure to maintain oral health. Specifically, research was conducted to analyze how effective coconut oil was at reducing plaque formation and plaque-induced gingivitis. Over a 30-day matched pairs control trial, researchers found that there was a statistically significant decrease in the plaque formation for the treatment groups after the 7th day. That being said, it has become apparent that coconut oil can be an alternative means for a mouthwash due to its antibacterial properties. So oil pulling. So take a teaspoon of that in your mouth and just swishing it around for a while. I'm not sure the exact amount of time, but I think 10 minutes or something. Multiple studies have investigated the characteristics of coconut oil, which make it an efficient antibacterial agent. It has been determined that its specific oil is potent non-drug and natural yeast fighter, thereby playing a key role in fighting off yeast infections because of all its MCFAs that have antifungal effects. The most abundant and potent MCFA in coconut oil is lauric acid, which is eventually converted into a monoglyceride called monolaurin. The antibacterial activity of coconut oil has been particularly attributed to this compound because of monolaurin actually destroys the lipid coating of most bacteria, thus rendering them susceptible to destruction of monolaurin. Coconut oil was tested with strains of Candida species to determine the bacteria's susceptibility to the oil. Researchers discovered that most of the different species were fairly susceptible to oil, with some strains even being 100% vulnerable. So, there's a lot of things here, and we're kind of running out of time because it took a while to get this up. It protects your kidney and your liver. Let's see what else. It treats kidney and bladder stones. It reduces inflammation and arthritis, and cancer prevention and treatment, and reduces seizures, improves digestion, reduces symptoms of gallbladder disease and pancreatitis, prevents osteoporosis, it helps with hormone balance, stress relief, and anti-aging benefits, supports thyroid functioning, eliminates free radicals damage, and helps improve type 1 diabetes. The recommended brands, a lot of people ask me if I can recommend a coconut oil brand. I've been cautious to do so, but lately I've been buying coconut oil from Thrive Market, and I'm very happy with this brand. This particular brand has everything you should be looking for. It is made from organic coconuts, unrefined, and cold pressed. Another great selling point is that it is the cheapest coconut oil I could find. Even Amazon prices can't compete with the Thrive Market. I used to pay about $20 for 15 ounces unrefined, organic, and cold pressed coconut oil over Amazon, including shipping, and on Thrive Market I pay $8, so that's a great price. So there's a lot of good information in here. Once again, it's a little too long for me to read it all now. She has some useful tips for using coconut oil and all the wonderful benefits. I use it for cooking. I take a teaspoon every day. I put it on my skin. I put it in my hair. I
put it on my head before I shave.
Yeah.
With shaving cream.
Yeah.
And my face. Yep.
Yeah. And I did do the pulling for a while. You forget something for a day and then it kind of just snowballs. But it's amazingly beneficial, and I go through this stuff actually pretty quick because I use it for so many things. But I literally have this sitting, so when I get up, it's something that I'll take a teaspoon right away so I won't forget. But I have I put some in a separate thing that I use for my hair and my skin and everything. So I have everything separate, but I do use this every day from head to toe. And, being that it's so beneficial and so healthy, and it's not that expensive if you shop around, you're going to find it at a fairly inexpensive jar. And you can get jars much, much larger than this. This is just one I grabbed from the store, but you can get these gigantic jugs for a pretty decent price, probably from the Thrive Market, for example.
Right.
So, but this was just something I grabbed from the store. It was really simple. But anyway, so once again, if you want to check it out, for the Snowflake for Parkinson's disease, I will post a link below. I will also post a link for the coconut oil so you can read it more extensively. I wasn't able to cover it all. And happy birthday again, Jojo.
Thank you. Thank you.
And as always, I haven't received any journeys lately. Hopefully somebody will send me one. I know everybody's got busy lives and I don't want to hound people, but please send your journeys. I love sharing them. I don't mind reading the articles, but the journeys I think are, because they're personal and we can relate to them a little bit more. You know, article here and there is fun, but I like sharing your journeys. I like the personal stuff, you know, to talk about things that, because we all go through different things. So please, you know, send me your journeys. I really, really appreciate it. Or poems even, whatever it is that you do or you want to talk about, you know, I'd love to share it. So as you know, you can send it to our email. I'll link that on the page as well when I post this. So you're not alone. Love y'all. Love y'all. Love y'all. Feel guilt. I got to stop feeling guilty for being happy, and I don't know how to do that. I hopefully will someday will be able to grow past that, but I still have those moments, you know. Where
that's a lesson I'm learning too.
Yeah,
it's that whole. You saw my post on Facebook about a week ago. Love yourself more than you deserve it.
Yes.
I'm such a giving person, and I want to do so much for other people that it's weird to put myself first, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, because if you're not the best you can't help anybody.
No, and that's something that you don't realize. Sometimes
you don't realize it.
You hear so much, don't be selfish, you know. So then you're trying so hard not to be selfish that you forget about who you are and taking care of you.
Right.
And I actually,
when that's really you're doing the worst for everybody, because you're not the best.
I actually posted that same thing like a day or two before you posted that, and I was like, I just